Looks like it's just me today. I'm flying solo. So good afternoon, evening, morning, everyone, depending on where you are in the world. Things are great here. It's 1:30 Pacific. Sun shining, the breeze is blowing, the birds is chirping, life's good. So anyway, Jeff is somewhere indisposed today, so it's just me. Anybody like to co-host? I would love some company up here. That would be great. And I will share the link because that would probably make it easier. Ian, what's up? Long time. Yeah, really. Lots of hugs back from Southern California. Yeah, I have one of those, Don, but I don't really use it very often. And that's all I ever use when I do. I hate shaving. So I end up just using the clippers, take it down and leave it that way for a while and let it grow back. So I was thinking I might have to let it grow back. What am I saying? To get rid of it, get a haircut, shave it off, because I need a new passport. And my other, I think I showed that the other day. My other passport, I was very, very clean. There we go. There it is. Yeah. Clean shaven. What's up, Gil? Howdy, mate. How's life in your end of the world? Still going into summer there. Yeah, it's not even summer yet, is it? Oh, yeah, it is. It's midsummer because we're midwinter. Should be winter almost over here pretty soon. So, hey, Jem, welcome. Yeah, so, because I don't, and I'm hanging my head, I don't really have a lot planned, just to see what you guys are looking at talking about. Tuesday, we were talking about quarantining and medicating when necessary, I think is what we came up with. I think that seemed to be the general consensus, no preventive or prophylactic medication. I guess maybe except on some things. One of the things that I mentioned was guppies. They seem to always have worms from what I've heard. The guppies I bought at the local PetSmart were okay. No indication of worms. I bought seven, slightly bigger than half a dozen, black mollies from another PetSmart, God, I don't know, a month ago now, and lost 4 of the 7. And I did some preventive medication in those. I don't know that it helped. A couple of them had the shimmies. Skull said aquarium salts. I tried that. Didn't seem to matter. So I've got the 3 of them, and one of them spawned. There's, I think, 4 little bitty black fry. And I took, what's up, Drew? I took the one that just seems like it's really sunken belly still, and I'd actually saw it yesterday kind of go up on top of a piece of driftwood and just sat there. I thought, well, that can't be right. So I took it out, put it in a tank all by itself, and with the sunken belly, I thought, who knows, maybe some internal parasites. So I gave it the Panicure, I think that's what it's called, Panicure C, the dewormer. It's a dog dewormer. So I thought I'd give that a try and see if that actually helps. So, and I didn't even look in that tank today. I just, been sidetracked, running around doing stuff today. My wife took off for San Diego to go to a convention. I'm here unsupervised, all by myself. I don't know what the hell she was thinking, but there it is. So it's just me and the cat, and the cat doesn't talk to me. So it's just me. So like that. So I don't know. I shipped out a couple things, guppy grass this morning, and these spawning mops I make. And I know a lot of people over the past and have said, oh, guppy grass doesn't ship. I ship it all the time. But I don't know, shipping, that would be a good topic, but it'd be nice to have somebody to bounce that off of. There's a link further up in the chat here if anybody wants to join me. This has turned into GarageAquatics 2023 World Headquarters Shipping and Receiving. Boxes, pouches, bags, all kinds of stuff. My wife and I are also doing, like thrift store flipping. But the fish stuff, you know. I'm learning. Deshaun, how you doing? I'm learning how to do a lot of this stuff. And you know, I keep coming back to one video I saw that Mexcali posted. It was of a fish order that he got midsummer last summer, I believe, from Jeff Kane. And it sat on his porch in 100 plus temperatures, Fahrenheit. Um, uh, for me, yeah, today's a beautiful day. Yeah, I'm just, you know, grateful to be alive, and yeah, absolutely. And so I watched Jorge unbox that, and I learned a lot. I get to do that. I'm lucky in a lot of respects. I can learn by watching. So I saw a lot of what was going on when he was unbagging, unboxing, then unbagging. And hey, Fish Fam Link. And I just try and mimic that. And then since then, I've seen a couple other videos. One was Michael's Fish Room and how he bags fish and, you know, ties knots in the bags instead of rubber bands. And that's what I do. I can't do that snatch and grab the air thing either. That doesn't work for me. At least I haven't practiced it enough. So I've got a little plastic air stem on an airline that's just dropped in a tank, and I pull that out and shove it in the bag and let the bag inflate, twist tight, tie a knot in it, and then trim off the extras so it looks like it's kind of professional. So I shipped some, what did I ship? Yesterday, a bag of Blue Dream shrimp, and I threw in some tuxedo guppies for this guy, and a little bag of guppy grass. It's going back to someplace in New York. And so hopefully it makes it. I'm using the FedEx 2-day. Hopefully that'll be better. I put a 72-hour heat pad in it, so hopefully it'll be there before the heat pad runs out. So kind of like that. So that's. But Jeff, I know he had a big box and all these little bags that are about that big around and yay long, and one fish in each bag. Little piece of that. Was a poly filter to absorb ammonia, and also then the whole thing was just like in a bigger bag, packed full of the blow-in insulation, that cellulose insulation, and not one fish was dead. I was just astounded. So I figured, well, if he can do that, I learned from him, I can do that. See, after getting fitted, I learned that works well and what doesn't. Yeah. Yeah. You know, I've gotten not that many, not nearly that many. Hey, Mandy, how are you? I've gotten stuff from, it might even been my first order. I don't know. It was Hillstream loaches I got from an eBay vendor in Houston, Texas. And it was not good. I forgot how many fish were in there, and there were several DOAs. And you know, and I felt really bad for the fish living in water with DOAs, you know. It stank, you know, it was really bad. And then I've gotten stuff 3 times now, I think, from Aquahuna, and I've gotten the dead fish a couple times from them. They've always made up for it. The other guy in Texas did too, but all the fish kept dying. So I ended up with a whole bunch of dead fish that didn't get reimbursed. Really, I totally get it. They are such cool little fish. I was watching I think a Keeping Fish Simple the other day. It might have been, I'm not sure who, but there were little ones all over the glass of the tank. I guess they once they're happy, they spawn like crazy, and they were just popping in or popping up everywhere. You know, there's lots of cover for the fry to get lost in at first, and I guess that's important. Hey, Brenton. And so I'd like to give it another try. You know, I've got this 75-gallon tank out in the garage. That's I I had 2 left out of the last try, and those were aquahuna fish, and they just slowly failed. So I don't know if the water wasn't up to snuff, or there just wasn't enough food in there for them. I really don't know. But I dropped the last 2 in that 75 out in the garage, and I found a dead fish in there months ago now, and it looked like it could have been a dead hill stream. So, hi, Christine. So anyway, I was thinking, you know, I would just put them in there. I put, God, I don't know, 10 or 12 clown plecos in there. I haven't seen them since I first put them in. And I'd love to, oh yeah, that would be great. Let's see what, yeah. 100, yeah, that's a quality problem, isn't it? Smart to try to pawn them off of my LFS. Yeah, you know, I've got this tank full. They were spread out over, I don't know, 3 or 4 different tanks of fancy guppies, mutts, and I put them all in one 29-gallon. I probably got 200 guppies in there. And I got to reach out to my LFS tomorrow and see if he wants them all. I was just going to give them all to him. I've still got some, what are they? The tuxedos and these yellow guppies that I'm keeping, but the mutts, I need the tanks. I want the tanks. I want something else, you know, be something more productive than just a bunch of mutt guppies. They're fun. They're colorful. And there's, like I said, a couple. No, I am in Palm Desert, California. It is slightly warmer than Wisconsin, 68 degrees Fahrenheit right now. It's, hey, Michael. And I have no idea what this means. SEWO1, because me and acronyms. Yeah, that tank's got adults. It's got gravid females. It's got oh, I don't know what else. You know, fry juveniles, but about 200 of them. So I just got to get rid of them, clear them out. LFS as Hillstream breed. Yeah, so they were, yeah, and that's kind of a problem. And if they're the only one around, there are 2 around here. I've only been to the one 2 years ago when we first moved here, and I hadn't had a tank yet. And then there was another one that I've gone to several times, bought fish from, brought fish to, brought plants to. That one's called Coachella Valley Aquatics. It's in Indio, not too far from here. Yeah, so anyway, who asked that? Yeah, Kishon. I'm about a half an hour east of Palm Springs, California. That helps, Coachella Valley. So anyway, yeah, 51 today. That's not bad. Yeah, catching up. Like Corey's and Plecos. Yeah. Oh, got it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that 75 back there, I've got I put 10 or 12 clown Plecos in there. They are really elusive. I've got 3 in another tank, my little kitchen tank. They show up occasionally, more and more lately. I don't know if they're just finally getting comfortable, but I would like to see the clown Plecos in that 75. And I was also thinking I would really like to, if I get Hillstream loaches again, I'll probably just drop them in there because that tank's really well established. I got that. I think this is what I got, Mandy. I got that that order of the Royal Faroellas, the Royal Whiptail catfish from Aquahuna a couple weeks ago now, and there was, out of 8, there was 1 dead in the bag, and I put them in a 5-gallon tank. I've got several throughout the fish room, terracotta pots that are, I don't know, about 5 inches in diameter, and planted with crypts. So, like potting soil or pond soil, whatever, mixed, and then crypts, and then sand to cap it. and they've been sitting in the tank, so they get really slimy on the outside. So I put one of those in there, and then I had a couple pieces of driftwood with plants, and they get, bio slime. Put that in there, and then I put some pieces of banana leaf in there because they start to break down real quick and get slimy real quick. And let me put this up so I remember to answer it. PetSmart. I think they're about $10 a piece. So once the banana leaves start to break down, bio slime. So it looks like I haven't lost any more of those little royal whiptails. So I'm hoping to grow those up someday and maybe get those to spawn for me. They are cool little fish. I've been looking for something. I thought, well, that sounds like fun. Yeah, I don't know. How did you get that? PetSmart. Yeah. And like I said, I think about $10 a piece. I saw them, God, I don't know, keeping fish simple. I saw a couple of videos, and it was like the universe telling me, you should get those. And so I looked, Aquahuna had them, and they had the best price, so they ship. And their shipping's I think it's $14.99. And I would have offered to pay more, a couple bucks more if they'd have used, the FedEx 2-day. In fact, next time I order from them, hey, Glenn, I'm going to, hey, TK, I'm going to ask them if they will, do the 2-day. But, their orders seem to get here pretty quick. They use the USPS priority. I'm going to say yes, Christine. I know you're asking Don, but I'm going to say yes. I think most catfish are not going to, anyway, those kind of bottom or the sucker mouth type of catfish, like the whiptails, they are not going to be predating on shrimp, I don't think. I'll find out. I found in that little tank, I turned into kind of a, hospital tank for that one black molly with a dewormer in it. I've got red cherry shrimp in there, and I've also got some that just don't seem to show much color. So I culled those out and I put them in with royal whiptails. So we'll see if they do okie dokie there. Yeah. So what's Don have to say about that? Yeah, I agree. I think they seem like pretty passive fish. They seem like most of the time they're just stuck on something feeding off of it. So, that's okay. The one I know I was going back and forth with shrimp and who eats them. I've got that 20-gallon long with, there's 5 peacock gudgeons in there, and they're small still. And there's, I think, 15 or 16 little crebensis, half albinos and half species looking. And then there's also 9 little sterbies. And I was, I kind of put a short out there going, what kind of shrimp should I put in? Because I've got 5. I'm lucky enough to have 5. I got the green jades. They're in the tank behind me. I don't think I'm going to pull any of them out yet. But I've got the yellow golden back. I've got orange sun-kissed, blue dream, and red cherry. And a couple people, I think Gil was one of them, just, put a mix in and they'll sort it out. I ended up last night, somebody else suggested put the yellow ones in because they're the biggest. And those, I'll tell you what, yeah, I'm sure they will, Glenn. And I've got bettas in with some shrimp, and once in a while I will see one of them pick off less than a baby shrimp. And I didn't have very many babies at all in this tank that was chock full of tuxedo guppies. I'm thinking they're picking off the baby shrimp too. But anyway, the yellows I put in with the peacocks and the cories and the crebensis are as big as those fish, so I'm not too worried about it. I think if they can get a hold of them, shrimp are pretty quick. What's this? It's about balance. Yeah. Yeah. Um, if and my 2 cents, if there's lots and lots of cover, and I've got a lot of guppy grass in the tanks, a lot of other kinds of plants. Uh, and when little neocaridinae are fresh out, I was going to say fresh hatch, but I guess they hatch on the body of the parent. I'm not quite sure that. I know they're live bearers from what I understand, but even in coarser gravel, they can get lost down there. Any place they can get lost, that helps the chance, or the numbers grow. That helps their chances. But yeah, if it fits in their mouth. Hey Jeff, you're here. How you doing? So yeah, if it fits in their mouth, they're gonna munch it down. It's a tasty treat. I love shrimp too. I like bigger ones, and I like butter and garlic and all that stuff on them. But I get it. Yeah, what Branton said. Yeah. Oh, that's not Branton. That's Fish Fam Link. Never mind. I don't know why I said that. Because I saw Button in there. I don't know. Button, Branton. What do I know? Nico Fish. Howdy. Welcome back. And Sarah. How are you, Sarah the Great? Good morning to you. Yeah. It's mid-after. Well, I don't know. Just afternoon here. It's a little after almost 2 o'clock, in the afternoon. So, but yeah. Who am I missing? Mr. Pelham. Yep. Brother from another mother. Yep. I really need to get one of those T-shirts with Jeff and his magnifying glass. Maybe someday. Yeah, life's good, Sarah. Like I was saying earlier, the sun's shining, the breeze is blowing, the birds is chirping. I'm vertical, I'm breathing, I'm grateful to be alive. Things are good. So yeah. And it's getting late. Yeah, almost time to turn in back there, huh, Glenn? It's funny, kind of right in the middle here. Yeah, kind of cool. So, but also I mentioned earlier, I was looking for volunteers if anybody wants to. I don't know, why are we always yelling? How you doing? Welcome. But if anybody wants to volunteer and pop in, I would love a co-host for a while. That's great because reminds me of when I used to teach. I'd have the first class of the semester of my semester was always a Saturday class. It was 5.5 hours long, and I would be hoarse and bloody in the throat by the time that first day was over. So. Some 2x4 did. Oh, really? What are you building? So I'm guessing you have a table saw too, Glenn? Wish I had the room for a wood shop. Wow, that would be cool. Excuse me. Yeah, that's 15 tanks. Cool. Everything I do, I end up doing with a skill saw or a circular saw. Skill's a brand. But yeah, nice. I want to build, and I ran it by my wife the other day, and she didn't say no. So it could happen. I want to build a rack, kind of a floor to ceiling rack along the exterior wall in the garage. Oh, good. Yeah, I look forward to seeing that. Yeah. I love watching stuff like that builds, and I remember when Keeping Fish Simple built his fish shop in Brisbane, I think, maybe, on Yurong something like that. And that was fun to watch those two old guys. It's just fun I get ideas from how to do it. So yeah, always. Yep. I do start out with a pencil and paper though, and try. Yeah, Brisbane. Yeah. Try and get some ideas. In fact, this morning I was watching the new Adrian's Fish Room and backtracking. He did a video several months ago where he helped a neighbor across the street from him set up an aquarium in their living room, or what do they call that? The lounge. And with what he calls a permanent drain. Building right now? You building a whole fish shop, TK? That'd be cool. So what he's got is it's a piece of pipe going down into the aquarium with some sort of screen on it so you don't suck up little fish or shrimp. Goes up and over outside the tank with a valve on it, like a ball valve. And then I think he just had it draining into a 5-gallon bucket. Oh, cool. And so I built one. I took that lead and I built one, and on the end of my 75-gallon tank. And so a cat room, you mean like an outdoor one, like a catio? Yeah. So yeah, I built one on, and it goes in the end of my 75-gallon tank, comes up and over, goes out. I made a little cross on it, just kind of so I could stabilize it to the two the vertical members of the shelf unit, and it's got a ball valve on it, and then it drops down with a garden hose, a female garden hose attachment, so I can plug the male end of the garden hose in it, run that out in the yard, and drain it out in the yard, and then I'll put the garden hose, another one, to the faucet, bring it in and hang that on the other end of the tank, and just kind of toggle them so that one puts out about as much water as the other, is draining out. And it works really well. And it's a hell of a lot easier than schlepping 5-gallon buckets outside, because that's what I was doing. Wow, I've heard people say that, and I saw some, and I didn't watch it yet, some video about, doing water changes in shrimp tanks. I have never had a problem doing water changes, and I usually do about 50% in my shrimp tanks. But anyway, this time what I'm going to do, I've got one of those freestanding Home Depot steel racks, and there's a shelf on the bottom and a shelf on the top, or a shelf midway, and then the top, and the top's just storage stuff. But midway up, there's 4 29-gallon tanks, 2 on each side, and then on the bottom there's 5 20-gallon tanks with a sleeper barbecue with a 5-gallon tank in there too. So what I'm going to do is set up a permanent drain on all those tanks, and they'll all have their own valve for going out, and then I'll run them all into one exit. And I'll set it up so I'm only doing one at a time. I can just open and close valves. The other day I was doing water changes. I'd rather pitch the stuff out in the yard than throw it down the tank or down the drain. And so that's typically what I do. I pitch all that, and it's fish water, and it's really good for the lawn and all the plants and stuff, all the potted plants. So I hate just pitching it out. Anyway. The other day when I was doing a water change, I ended up overflowing my 75. That was a mess. I'm filling it. I had the drain open. I closed it. I was done. I was letting it fill back up. My neighbor came over. Nothing like a good distraction in the middle of a water change. So anyway, I'm going to set it up that way, and then I'll set up to where I can just plug a garden hose into that and open it up, and it'll just drain back out into the yard. And then I'll have a separate intake going in with a separate feed going into each tank, and I'll have those valves also, so that the gazautas, right, the drains will all be charged, so that way I'll have water in all of those, and a valve all the way down at the bottom that I can shut off and hook the garden hose up, and then open one of the valves over one of the tanks, turn that valve right next to the drain hose, and it'll start a siphon, because that piece of pipe's already full of water. So it's a pretty slick thing. Once I start the build, I will put that on video too, because there's no reason not to share that one with everybody. Mushrooms have been growing in the spot where I do. Really? So that's usually an indicator once upon a time, there might have been a tree stump underground there. What's left of it, it's rotting out. Very often mushrooms, they're decomposers. So usually when you see mushrooms popping up, if it's in the lawn or, planters, whatever, flower beds, it's because there's dead tree roots under there. Not always, but that would be my guess. So anyway, yeah. What's this? Auto tie. Who we got here? Really? What happened? Hey, how you doing?
Hey, pretty good, pretty good. I got caught up, so I thought, well, you want me to jump up for a little bit?
Absolutely. Yeah, my throat was starting to get raw.
Oh.
And I'm trying to,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really glad you're here. Nobody else wants to. I'm glad you're here.
I am. I'm very glad to be here.
Yeah.
I got caught. I didn't think I was going to be caught up today or tomorrow, but it looks like I got things wrapping up pretty good, so I'm back to normal. So we're looking good.
Yeah. Well, Branton, well, you're out of here. Well, have a great afternoon.
Oh, hey, Branton.
Wherever the heck you are.
Yeah, Jeff's here. I'm out.
Oh, geez. Wait a minute. Don't put me in the middle of this stuff.
No, I know it. I know
yeah,
it.
No, it's all good. So, yeah. So, and Sarah gets it.
Yeah.
Apparently I didn't. So anyway, yeah.
I know.
So, you heard me going on about this permanent drain line thing. Yeah. So it's, I would suggest, watch Adrian's Fish Room, the one that came out. It was either yesterday, today. And I was taking notes. I got sketches, the whole thing, it's like, I'm working on a parts list. So I'm going to go for it. I think, I was telling the world, you might have heard that or not. Kathy took off to San Diego for the weekend. She's going to a convention.
Oh.
And I'm here unsupervised.
Unsupervised, yeah.
Yeah. And it's just me and the cat. And then I was saying, well, the cat doesn't speak to me. So it's just me. So what the heck? I may as well build a permanent drain rig for all the tanks if I can find everything. So it's all irrigation parts mostly. Drip irrigation parts. So I'm going to see if I can.
So you're going to do? You talk about automatic water change, kind of like where you just.
Yeah, kind of. How about a semi-automatic water change?
Semi-automatic. Okay.
Yeah. So there you go. That's the one. Thanks, Mandy. Yeah. So grab that link and or is that for the whole channel? That might be the whole channel, but you'll figure it out. Everybody here knows how YouTube works. It'll be under his most recent video or videos. Hey, Stephen, welcome. Yeah, that's the channel. That's what I thought. Okay. So yeah, here we go. Yeah, grab that and go check out that video if you're interested. I mean, if you got a lot of tanks and instead of doing one tank at a time, still going to be doing one tank at a time. Now, theoretically, I could open all the valves and drain all the tanks and fill all the tanks simultaneously. But that would mean the chance for 9 tanks to overflow all at once, because that's what I do. I was telling, where did it go? Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, stringy mushroom. Yeah. You want to be careful eating those too. Don't be doing that. Hey, Jack, how are you? Yeah, it is. It is the most recent, so it should be the first one up. And it's so I think, I don't know if you heard me when I said that I was doing my 75 gallon. I've got one of those permanent drain setups on it. So the pipe going into the tank, coming back out of the tank to a valve has water in it all the time. Okay. And if I open that valve, it starts draining the tank.
Nice.
All the way down to about that far from the bottom is where the pickup tube is, right?
Okay.
So I'll open that just partially. I'll hook a garden hose up to it, open that partially, run that out to the front lawn, and then I'll run a hose, that's connected to the faucet back into the other end of the tank. They're 4 feet long, the 75 gallons. Yep. So to the other end, and then I'll just crack it open. So about the same amount of water is coming and going. Going in is what's coming out, right? And so I got to the point where, and once in a while I'll let it go down a little bit more, and then I'll shut the drain off and just let it finish filling. And my next door neighbor came over. You know, the garage door's open. So all of a sudden he's there. We're talking. Next thing I know, I'm hearing water running. I mean, like there's a waterfall coming over the front of the tank. And I thought, geez Louise.
I've done that before.
Yeah. So, and that's, you know, and I think I might have done it before the day was over another 2 times on smaller tanks. It's just, you know, I get sidetracked. It's one of those things, you know, I love that phrase multitasking, because that's really, I think, the great misnomer. You know, I don't think it's possible, at least for me, to do more than one thing at a time. You know, it's like, it's called multi-half-assing, because that's about as good as it ever gets for me. Sounds like you and Jeff need approved gills fish. Yes.
You know, I think we could use, this could be interesting. I do have a water change video that I'm going to be coming out here with, hopefully soon. But I can use that method with what I have planned with Gil, and then maybe use your technique as well and see how that works.
Yeah. Well, watch, you know, when you get a chance, watch Adrian's video and see, you know, because that's essentially what I'm going to do. His goes all over his fish room.
But that does all the tanks at once. Is that right? All the tanks drain at the same time?
No. He's got it set up where he can do one at a time also.
Yeah. That's what I do.
And that's what I'm going to do. Because if like I said, if I tried to get all of them at once, I'm great at doing multiple things poorly. Yes, me too. In fact, really bad. So yeah, if the way I'm going to set it up, so they will all be attached to the system, both incoming and outgoing, but each one's got a valve.
Oh.
So I can open them one at a time and drain one at a time and fill one at a time, and hope for the best. Yeah, that's all I can do. Hope for the best. So yeah.
So when you're saying you have one with a valve also that you turn on to fill the tank?
Yeah. Oh well, no. That's the way it's going to be. Yeah.
Oh.
I'll have to hook a garden hose into it.
Yeah.
And then from there it'll go up to all the tanks, and each tank will have its own valve. So I'll hook the garden hose into one end, and all I got to do is open and close the valves. Then when I'm all done, I'll just pull the garden hose back out.
See, I was wondering about that. I was going to talk to David because he's does plumbing work.
Yeah.
I could do that on mine also. But I wasn't sure if it put too much back pressure on the. I didn't know. I had no idea that if you have to turn the water on and if you just turn the valve off, it's pretty much.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You don't have to open the valve all the way at the feed end, right? You can just only crack it open so you don't end up over pressurizing, the individual valves. Or you can even put a pressure reducer in there.
Oh.
So that just keeps it down around 30 psi or whatever. Because coming out of the tap could be 60 or 70 psi.
Yeah.
And so with a garden hose, I just can crack it open. There's plumbing in the garage. We have the water heater in the garage. So theoretically, I could, tap into the coal line of the water heater, run it over the ceiling, and then drop it back down over the rack. I mean, theoretically, I could do that the whole place. So
that's what my friend did here. He tapped into the water heater and here, I'm going to point this over there. I'm not sure if you can see this or not, but I'll just point it over there in case.
Yeah, I see the water heater. Okay, yeah.
There's the water heater, and then the copper pipes.
Right.
And he tapped into that, and then it goes over to my the sink that I had installed. So then I just have my garden hose permanently screwed onto that to fill them all up. What I've been doing is just using like a clamp, just put on each tank, and I will sit and watch it. I left one time, and I got busy, and then my 75 gallon started overflowing. I was like, "Uh-oh!" Same thing with you.
It's easy to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very easy. So let's see what's this. All things fish likes to do water changes during streams. Yeah. And I would, yeah. Hear water hitting the floor, I'll bet. Yeah.
That's right. He does get slippery.
Yeah.
Does he say?
Yeah, it's yeah. That's probably the best way to do it. Ignore everything else, do one thing, and do it well. So yeah, anyway, the chat's getting ahead of me here.
Oh yeah, Bell. Eyeball Pirates here.
Small time tanks, hey Joe.
Hey there, Joe.
We were having
Small time tanks.
a hell of a time trying to get the Facebook connected. When people go into my GarageAquatics Facebook and try and message me, it comes out in Meta, and I lose more shit that way. So I think we got to figure it out. What's this guild available at Bunnings for about $6? Cool.
So responding to small time tanks, I still use buckets from the tanks to the sink.
Yeah,
but I use a hose to fill them all. I used to have to do buckets out and in.
Yeah.
I got it
Likewise.
And when I first started, I had to go all the way upstairs with 5-gallon buckets and back. I got 75-gallon tanks.
Right.
It was some hard labor there. I did for quite a few months. I was like, man, this is not working for me.
Right.
Then got the sink down here, and it was a game changer.
Yeah. So what I'm doing right now, I built saying a python. I built 2 rigs out of PVC pipe. All right. And they both kind of go up 90 degree back down into the tank. And with a ball valve and a garden hose fitting. So I'll stick the garden hose fitting into the one end, and the one I've got a screen on it, and it's the screen that goes on a Graco Airless, this paint sprayer. So it's a fine mesh stainless steel, and that's my drain. So that way fish or shrimp can't get in and get sucked out. All right. Mm-hmm. And then the other one, same rig, except on the end, I've just got a 90-degree elbow pointing water sideways into the tank. So the garden hose that's set up to drain, the other end of it's just on the front lawn, and the other one's plugged into a faucet, the outside faucet, and that's the one that goes into the tank to fill. So theoretically, I can run them 2 together. And what I usually do is just drain them all and then come back with the other hose and fill them all, except for the 75. I like to, and it's probably not the best thing, drain at one end, fill at the other. So it kind of moves water across. So that's kind of, eyeball pirate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. And, thank God for concrete garage floors, because that's what I got. That's where most of the stuff is. I've got 3 tanks in the house, 4 tanks in the house, and I really need to be careful when I do those. Those I drain into a bucket. Those I refill with a bucket. Well, this one behind me, I'll bring the garden hose in because there's a door right there, and I can actually drain it with a garden hose, or I'll just, vinyl hose, start a siphon and put a net around the end of it. So, because I've got shrimp in that tank, just so nothing gets sucked out, drain it down. And I'm right there babysitting it, and then when I'm done, put the garden hose in it, and I'm right there babysitting, because if it, overflowed, it would be all over the laminate. Kathy would kill me.
Oh yeah. I'm going to show you something I have here.
Please.
What I do, Ron, I got these for when I'm doing for right now, until I do the other way, is I got these intake sponges around the hose.
Yeah.
And I use that, and it does a really good job, and you don't really have to worry about the shrimp aren't going to make it through this.
No, not at all. And you know what? I've done that before and completely forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
I've got those laying around. Yeah.
Yep.
It's kind of like when I had that ick problem, and I forgot I had ick-X, The 2 brain cells, just, they go off and do things on their own.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least you got 2 anyway.
Yeah.
One is the longest number, I'll tell you.
Yeah, really. Jack, you're in a garage too, aren't you? So that, the only problem is if it gets too flooded, then it goes back. And if there's drywall that comes right down to the floor. In our garage, we've got a concrete dam that comes up. So the studs and the drywall go down to that dam. So all that's protected, fortunately. Dirty fish water washed. Yeah, really. Yeah, I suppose. Maybe a little subjective, but what the hell? Oh, no. Well, yeah, okay. Why not? Yeah, fish water, ammonia. Hey, same thing, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is a blast. I love you guys. What's this? No idea. Oh, wait, no. A video showing. Okay, I got to go back. I'm taking notes again. Because I was doing this the other day that, I figure if nobody else is, I'm here learning stuff. So Gil's video. On what, like a drain rig, a water change rig? Cool. All right. Oh, were you still reading that?
Oh, no, I was reading down at the bottom of the newest.
Okay. All right, good.
All-time tanks about his dad and leaving the hobby.
Who?
His dad's 59 years old and he left the hobby. Said it was too much work.
Yeah.
He works on his yard a lot and still has a part-time job. It's sad, but he's got 2 20s and a 55 I need to pick up.
There you go. So,
well, sad for him, but not so sad for you, right, Joe? You get new tanks.
Yeah, is it really sad for him? Because, people change. We move on. We grow in different directions.
And something else, you can always say, hey, I want to get another. You always get another one.
Yeah. And that's what I did. I had 2 dozen tanks when I was, and I regret having gotten rid of them now. I had the old steel frame tanks. Yeah. And I had some, with the wood, the faux wood plastic, like the Aqueon, only they're fancier, Yeah,
I had one of those too.
Yeah. And I had this, it was called was it a 60 long, Ooh. 60 gallon, 6 feet long. I think it was about 12 inches deep and about 14 or 16 inches high, something like that. And I gave it all away. I gave it to the local Boys and Girls Club, and now I don't really regret it. I wish I still had it. That's all.
Yeah.
But when we moved into this house 2 years ago, it'll be, I'm still doing this too. I'm multi-half-assing, right?
Oh, did you want me to help you with that?
Please. Yeah.
I'll find out where we're at here.
We moved into this house December 15th, 2022. So we've been here just over 2 years. And we came from a little tiny 830 square foot house in Westminster, California. We moved here 2,700 square feet. I had a little shed there. We got a 2-car, kind of 2.5 car garage here. That half car is where people put their golf carts because, it's Palm Desert, right? And cat smell would be, too. And so about the time we're moving in here, I'm telling Kathy, I'd really love to get a fish tank again. Been a long time. And she goes, yeah, sure. That was her undoing right there. Cause now I've got 24. I think it's 24. And I'm looking at, if I can build that rack I was talking about earlier, it would be, I don't know, maybe another dozen or so tanks. Maybe more. So, and I mentioned it to her the other day. She didn't kill me. She didn't say no. So I don't know if I can figure out how to do this, with less physical effort, then maybe I can get away with it. Joe, you're 46. You're just a kid, man.
Yeah, I wish I was 46.
Wow. Somebody asked I think Don asked the other day, so how old are you? Well, I'm older than just about everybody here. It looks like, I guess I just turned 70 last November.
70 years young.
Yeah. But I'm just a better behaved 13-year-old.
If you feel old, you can feel old at 50.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's just a mindset. I think it's, if you're in agony or if your body's saying, I'm in so much pain or something, I can understand that. But if you feel decent, I feel decent.
Yeah.
And I'm 60 years old and I mean, I can't believe it doesn't. I don't know where all the time went, but here it is.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Yeah. You know, when I was still teaching, I worked with this woman. She was one of the teachers there, and her partner was considerably older than she was, and she lived life like an old lady, just because, I don't know, just trying to emulate her partner or what, you know. I don't know. That's not me. I wasn't that crass. What were you crass about? What? Right?
Which one was that?
I would have never judged that as crass, Don. Never. I don't judge. I try not to judge, you know, because no, don't even don't even take it that way. Please. Oh my God. So, yeah. So yeah.
Right.
You'll be 83. I'm glad, you know. See, there's hope for us all. I keep telling people I'm working on my 50-year plan. I got to lose some weight. That might help. You know, that might make things a whole lot better if I can, shed a couple tons. Jefferon, do you see my link? If you Python or the
yeah, I seen that. I put it up. It's right up here.
Oh yeah, let's. I might have seen it, but
is that the one, Jenny, right there? Is that the one? I think.
If I was on a rant, was it after putting up Adrian's link?
I'm not sure if that was the one or not right there. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, yeah, that's the one. That's the link right there.
Where is it?
I got it up on the screen right there.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it in chat so I can actually click on it.
Oh, yeah.
And
I think you can do it through the YouTube side, though. Can you do it through Stream? I don't know if you can do it through StreamYard.
Where is it? Let me find it in StreamYard because it's highlighted. It'd be a lot easier. Yeah. No, I don't seem to be able to.
Okay.
So where is that? How far back? Let me get some point of reference.
CC's Aquascapes has joined us. Hello, CC.
Hey, CC, and congratulations on your 100+.
Yes. That was a great stream last night. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed it. From Amazon. What are these siphon tube screens? Oh, for gravel bag. You know, okay, good. Oh, wow. So what, there's 7. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6-pack of different sizes. I need to get a decent gravel cleaning vac, and there's one right there in that same page. I'm going to share the page.
Yeah. Mr. Money Tree, that's a new one on me. Hello, Mr. Money Tree.
There we go, Mandy. I'm thinking this is what you're talking about, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I have a 1-inch, I guess it's called a 1-inch Python. Picture's not changed. Oh, it changed. No. Oh, okay. This is changing down low here. And yeah, you know what? I think I've got this one. Yeah, I do. And see where the hose, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me make it a little bigger if I can. No, that didn't work, did it? The hose goes over that little yellow, or in this, the little green, like little green nipple, right? The hose goes over it.
Mm-hmm.
And it just snapped off. That little plastic part just snapped off. So I don't remember if I fished it out of the hose or just cut that end of the hose off. And then what I ended up having to do was get a drill the same diameter as the outside diameter of the hose and just drilled that hole, made it a little bigger. And now I shove the hose inside it. So it works really well for nano stuff. It's small. It's only 1 inch in diameter. I need a bigger one. I'm going to back out of this. a little bigger diameter. Maybe, I don't know what size this is here. Yeah, a bigger tube. So that's kind of what I need here. I don't think, does it say what diameter that is? Because my little one's good for some stuff. But yeah, it sucks up shrimp. It sucks up little plants. It sucks up little fish, little guppies. They're not the sharpest tools in the shed. They just swim into stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that I could see that thing plugging a little bit, but oh, here we go. Oh, the inner diameter. What? The inner diameter of what is just a 1/2 inch? That must be the tube. Yeah, okay, that's the tubing. So yeah, I've got a shop for one of these. I'm going to pull this down now. There we go. Yeah, so I've got to get a decent one. So, but yeah, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. And I will look at those. So right now, here, let me see if I can find what. It's
I was just about to say that. Nico says I use pantyhose on my siphon for shrimp tanks. I was just about to say that because I've seen that done too. Right here.
Right. Yeah. I've got that, there it is. That little internal filter in my kitchen tank. And it gets impacted quickly because there's those 3 clown plecos in there and a big chunk of mopani wood. And so I think the clown plecos are wood chompers also. And so that filter gets impacted really quickly. And somebody suggested put, like pantyhose over it. Well, I didn't have any.
There we go. That's a good idea.
Kathy didn't have any. So I stuck a piece of cheesecloth over it, and it just clogged up right away. So that wasn't going to work.
Like your dryer bag would probably work too, wouldn't they? Or is that too big?
What's that?
Brandon's saying he uses the small media bags.
Oh yeah, maybe so. Yeah.
Good idea. There's a lot of ways to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like those intake sponges. Yeah. I love using those.
So on my PVC drain rig, the one I have that I hang in the tank, stick the garden hose up, drain it out. This is what I use on the end of it. And that's got that's got garden hose threads.
Oh, nice.
Right here. So those are garden hose threads. So I've got a hose adapter, PVC pipe by hose adapter glued to the end of that thing, and then this thing's screwed into it. And on my permanent drain line in the 75-gallon tank, one of these lives on the bottom all the time. It just stays there. Wow. So it works good. Keeps everything out.
I'm going to have to look at those because that would be really cool.
Yeah. So this is for a Graco, Graco, Graco paint sprayer. And there's 2 different ones. And I can't remember the difference of the other one, but this one has the external or the male garden hose threads.
Oh, here we go. Stephen P has some information.
All right.
I use this and it's been perfect.
Let me get this out of here.
Fish Tanks Direct. Hello, Glenn. Welcome in, mate. Use this and it's been perfect. It's fishtanksdirect.com. Ultimate gravel vac with a cleaning claw. Oh.
Oh, yeah. All right, hang on. Let me get that up there. There we go. Fishtanksdirect.com. Okay, let me get this out of the way. So this is an attachment that goes on the end of I guess a python, larger diameter.
Oh.
And that's kind of cool. So I can see how that would kind of, it's got the four, looks like four little, down the line, and it will kind of comb through the sand or gravel. Yeah, that might help right there. And pick up a lot of crud that builds up in there. It's kind of cool. Yeah, it goes on a standard Python. Okay.
Moneyless Maven Shirley has arrived. Hello, Shirley.
Hi, Shirley. And hi, Glenn. How are y'all? Let me pull this down. I love shopping.
In Steam Pieces, I have plenty of pantyhose for my bank robbing days.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I've got, blue tarps and shovels from when I was a hitman, right? Or hey.
I do that with my fry tanks and the small fish. Yep. I was just showing this. This is what I do. This always seems to be work pretty good for me. Just a little hose on the sponge on the end and keeps everything in.
And you're doing bucket by bucket, right? So
I do this right now into a bucket, but I'm thinking that using a product that I got from Guild, which I'm going to be doing a video on, I can use maybe this along with it. And then if I can incorporate it the same way that you do with the valve,
right,
that might be like the ultimate setup for. It's going to be interesting. I may need to get some more of this. This is some big. I think this is 5/8 diameter inside.
Okay.
But it can drain a 75 pretty quick.
Oh yeah. That's a good flow. The one thing I would like to find with that tubing is something that's just softer and more flexible.
Yeah,
a lot of stuff is so stiff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, do me a favor, hold the fort for a minute.
Absolutely.
Right back.
Absolutely, no problem. Yeah, I've been using those things, and that is kind of a stiff tubing there. Yep. And how's Shirley doing? Good to see ya. I do that with my fry tanks. Yep. And the CZ says I use plastic canvas. I've turned it into a cylinder and shoved it into the tanks to keep fish out. Well, that's a good idea. You know what I want to find is I want to get, I seen that I need something that's going to be able to pick up stuff that's bigger than sand, but I got lots of empty, like you get those empty ram's horn snails or something if you have them in there. I got lots of them. I just want to go in and clean those all out. And I want to find something it's like a miniature cat scoop, for your kitty litter. You can go in and just kind of sift it. Kind of like you're panning for gold, but you're just getting all those snail shells out. I want to get something like that. Because I think it would be an easier way to clean them out. Rather than picking them out individually, it'll take you hours. It goes on the standard Python. Okay. Oh, cheaper on eBay. Okay. Nice. I ordered one. Viewers on. Okay. Hey, Jorge, welcome. I replaced my little water pump with an aquarium co-op sponge filter because the snails get clogged in the grate of the pump. Yep. Hello. Jorge has joined us, Ron.
Yeah, I saw him earlier. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see. I was late. I was late. Stuff done.
No, just moments ago. I saw. Yeah. So this is what I've got. I've got two of them, and I can't find the other one now. So this is where a garden hose would go in.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, wow.
And then here's the ball valve. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just white PVC, and for whatever reason, I chose to paint it black. I think that's a Rolling Stones song, isn't it?
Painted black, yep.
Okay, there we go.
That's from our era.
And then it goes up and over, and then down into the tank. And this is about this much short of the bottom of a 20-gallon tank.
Okay.
So it fits in there, right? And then this is that Graco paint strainer.
Yeah.
So this would be on the end of the pickup tube that goes on a Graco airless, and then this drops down into the bucket of paint. That's what these are for. So, and then this is a PVC fitting right here on the end, and it's half. This happens to be 1/2 inch, right? So it's 1/2 inch slip by garden hose, by female garden hose, right? So this just threads in here, and the other one, instead of this on the end, you could use this to fill too, but I don't like it pointing down because, you know, it disrupts the substrate. You got to put something under it. So the other one, I'll be damned if I know where it is. It's got me thinking now.
You could also put a diffuser on the return. You can put a diffuser on that also that would slow it down. I mean, yes. It kind of disperse it more.
Yeah. So what I've got though on the one I usually use is a 90-degree, an elbow, so it points sideways. So it points out sideways. So it just shoots water across the tank instead of down into the substrate. And I can, the 90 degrees not glued on, so I can point it whatever direction. I just twist it whatever direction I want. You know, it's just friction fit. So, but anyway, you make one of these fairly inexpensively. It's just a PVC ball valve. The hose fittings, there's a hose fitting at each end. This is where a garden hose would fit in. So water goes in here, up and over and down, or vice versa. This is my siphon tube typically. So I start, I'll start a siphon and it'll pull water out, and then I shut it off, and then I pull it out of one tank, move it to the next tank, and then I open it back up, and everything's still charged, and the siphon just starts up right away again. Hey, Patty.
Oh, I'm behind, aren't I? Hi, Patty.
Yeah.
I'll catch you up here. Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so far behind for you. I'm sorry about that. I thought I was
not at all. No, not at all.
Kind of cracking through it here.
Oh, wait. Is there a name here I'm not recognizing, or is my brain not kicking in? Adam.
Adam, yep.
I see. Hi, Adam.
Well, I don't know if you might not want it known, but.
Do I know Adam?
Yeah, you do. But I'll let him say it.
Okay.
Hello. Long time no see.
Oh, I know who you mean. Yep, got it.
Yeah.
We are Facebook buds, so yeah, I respect that. Yeah. And yeah, so anyway, yeah, geez.
42, wow.
Yeah, that's
we'll run marathons and when it's 42. Wow.
Yeah.
Those are the good days.
So yeah, anyway, how you doing, Jorge?
Yeah, PayPal is a good I like using PayPal too, CC. It is safe. They protect you a little more.
Yeah, it's kind of an escrow. So that's why it's kind of an escrow. So that's why, why eBay uses it really, because I'm sure they're getting, kickback and all that stuff from it, and that's great. But, one end, people are paying into PayPal, right? And the vendor ships, and when they receive, then PayPal pays. So it's, as long as everything's good at both ends, then, so yeah, I like PayPal too.
Me too. How's it going, Patty? Good to see you. I haven't been over there, and I've been so dang busy. I don't get around nearly as much as I used to.
Yeah. Yeah, likewise. Kathy and I started hitting the thrift stores, to see what we could find to flip on eBay. We're going to start hitting garage sales and, other stuff too. And just, just busy there and busy around the house. And
yeah. Well, when you was going to get that device right there, I was talking, I don't know if you heard me or not, but I was wondering if there's like a tool out there that you can get where you can actually sift the sand and get how you get like dead, empty snail shells. I would like to get some of it cleaned out just for aesthetics,
Well, yeah, I think a gravel vac would do that, wouldn't it?
Well, I want to be able to sift it out and put it. I don't want to, because it'll take the sand with it. I just want to like a say for like if you're having like a cat and you're scooping the litter box,
yeah.
sift it out and get all the shells out.
Didn't I see something like that somewhere? It looked like a almost like a rake. Does it? Oh yeah. Higer.
Oh, Hager's got one. Okay.
On one of their kits, they sent me this one kit to review, and there was a different kit that had this kind of a rake thing that you could reach in. So
okay.
Oh,
I got one too. I just got one not too long ago. I got a PVC cutter.
Yeah, kitty litter scoop. Yeah.
Kitty litter, yeah, but it has to be a little more fine though. I mean, I want it to be. Well, yeah, that'd probably be good. Get the big shells out.
Snail shells. How big are the snail shells? They're pretty good size.
Oh, they're pretty good size. Some of them are pretty good size. Good adult ramshorn.
So the kitty litter scoop then would be coarse enough to allow the sand to sift through.
Yeah, I could try that actually.
Maybe shop with that in mind. Look for all that, and then all you'd have to do would be to kind of modify a handle thing. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can just go like you're plowing a field, just kind of like gather it all up, sift it.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah. Let's see. All right. Yeah. Boom. Here it is. Oh, here's another brand. Comes with all this extra stuff. Oh wow. Here's one too. A stainless steel reptile hand shovel or sand shovel. Okay. I'm putting all this stuff up because this is just silly and fun.
Cool.
All right, let me start.
Oh yeah, that's looking good right there.
Typical kitty litter shovel, right?
Uh-huh.
They're calling it an aquarium fish tank garden sand soil scraper. Here's another one.
Oh, okay.
Here's the yeah, okay, good.
Oh, I like that one too. That looks about right. Yeah, that's small enough where it'll still get the sand out, yet you can get the really small empty shells.
Right. And I saw the Higer one go by I was talking about.
Sleeper Barbecue, hello.
Right here.
Yep.
There's the Higer one I was talking about.
Yep. Patty's I didn't know if you wanted me to say that, Adam, but yeah. Okay. Oh, that was like the one that looks a little bit too, well, it might work.
So yeah, that came in one of the kits, not the one I got, but I thought something like that might work too. And I like the angle of it. It's extended on a handle, so you don't have to stick your hand all the way into the. With that reptile one, you got to stick your arm down there, or you got to modify this so it sticks up, up and out. So.
Yep.
I
need to invest in a new comb though too. I need to, but not for this, of course.
All right, well,
but Bill showed me how you can remove the unwanted duckweed a lot easier with it. It really picks it up good.
Oh yeah. I've just about got duckweed free now. I am really close. I've spent some serious time with it. This would be one of those things where I'd be inclined to buy it for that and throw the other stuff away, or just put it up on a shelf and forget about it.
Yeah, I would. I'd like to get that rake. That would be cool.
Yeah, that's kind of, so it's 13 and change, $14 for the.
Thank you, eyeball.
Yeah, let me kill that. How much is sales tax in Lansing, Michigan?
6 cents on the dollar.
Oh, we're at 8 3/4.
Oh wow. And
parts, I think LA, it's 10% more. So. Into the future. What's up? Hey, welcome. Yeah. Serious science. All Poopa Scoopas are not the same. No, they're not. No, they are not. And this is a little more specialized because this is not your ordinary Poopa Scoopa. This is a snail shell Scoopa. So, yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure anybody's done that with but I see in this tank right here, I got so many white, they're empty, of course, of the ram's horn snails over the years.
Right.
I just want to get in there and clean it out, just to make it, spiff it up a little bit, I guess. I mean, it's not causing any harm in there by any means, but,
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally get it. Yeah. And then
Oh,
I
there we
used
go.
to tell my students this stuff all the time was, don't buy stuff like that. Invent it and sell it to somebody else. So
Did,
just
Nico's
create
fish,
your own
can you
snail
look up
show. Huh?
Nico's fish says, "Can you look up a hamster scooper?" I
Yeah.
wonder. I wonder. Let's see. That might be.
Nico, is that a hamster poop scooper? How the hell? Yeah.
I'm not sure. I've never heard of it before, but maybe it's a. Sometimes you can find stuff like that and repurpose it, and they work really great.
Absolutely. Yep. There we go. All right. Well, here's one. They've got that same reptile one.
Okay.
So the same reptile one.
Okay. They got some smaller ones too, I see.
Yeah, and the deal with these are, though, you're not sticking your arm into a fish tank, so you're right behind the handle's right behind the scoop.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the
drawback a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
But as long as I don't mind I can stick my arm in there and clean it.
No, I get that.
But
I know what Father Fish says: keep your hands out of the tank.
Yeah. But they're all the dirt and manure you want in there, but to keep your arms out of it, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here we go. On a big, long-handled stainless steel.
Oh, wow. Is that there's a no bend kitty litter scoops. I have one. It has a long handle, and it's all plastic. Where did you get that at, Cece, if you don't mind? Wow, that's cool. That might be like the perfect solution right there.
Yeah. Well, I like what Glenn's saying too. I'm going to click on his. But milk.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right. Milk jugs.
Oh.
Are we back? Yeah. I guess you could do a little modification, to milk jugs, but that's more for, well, I don't know. I guess you could, like perforate it and all, let the sand flow out.
You got it at Petco. Oh, nice. Okay.
What CC got here? Let me.
CC got the long-handled cat litter scoop from Petco.
Okay. All right. Well, the link
kitty scoop.
The link I just clicked on from her is also Amazon.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I guess you could heat that handle and bend it so it kind of comes up a little bit. Start playing with This one's $9. Yeah.
Wow,
that was the right link. Yeah, that was the one CC put up. That's it. Found this too. Here we go. So yeah, it'd be worth looking into. Maybe. I know. Who do you know that's got a 3D printer? Jeff Kane. Where is he?
All right.
And create the head. That'll do it, and then market that thing.
You better believe it. I mean, when you think about it, how many of your tanks out there you got, snails that have passed away or whatever, and you got the empty you don't have, like I said, you don't have to take them out. They're not going to bother anything, but
no.
I'm just thinking that it would look really nice to get all those empty white ram's horn snails out so you can see the sand a little better. And
right.
Just to, I don't know. I think it'd be a good thing to do. Get them out.
Yeah, and that's your tank, and that's
I mean, it doesn't bother me, but I wouldn't mind tidying it up a little bit on the bottom there.
Sure. Now wait, you've also got Shelly's, right?
I do.
Now, what kind of snail shells do you use in those? The escargot shells?
The big escargot shells.
Yeah.
I got some. I'll grab it. I'll show you what they look like.
All right.
Yeah, they're nice. I actually need to get some more at some point, but I got enough right now. I got one tank. I have three tanks set up for shellies, but only 2 of them have the shell dwellers in it. I got to get those Malawis out, but
Right.
these off eBay.
You remember what you paid for those?
I think I paid 16.
Oh,
This
wow.
has been about almost 2 years, 3 years ago.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
But here's what they look like. They're nice big shells.
Yeah.
And it's so cool watching the little cichlids go in there, and when they breed, they'll guard the area. This is their home. And the little babies will come up and poke their heads out of the shell, and when they see them, when you feed them, they'll come out. But really fascinating little fish.
Very cool. Yeah.
I'm going to get more of them. I'm going to get different species of them too. I got right now the multifasciatus, but I want to get some brevis and maybe some of the golden Aussies too. Those are good. The ocellatus.
Right.
Really cool. I mean, there's a lot of personality in those tiny little fish, but I keep my mollies in there for dithers, and they're strong. They're strong enough and aggressive enough to hold their own and without getting like battered.
Right.
And that really makes us, it increase. I can tell you, once I added the mollies, it increased the breeding of the shellies because it gives them a purpose.
Sure.
It does. It gives them a purpose. And when they breed, I mean, they have a competition now that wasn't there before.
Okay. Yeah.
So they feel like it's necessary to build the colony up.
Yeah. I think that's important, with ditherfish. I think that's part of their purpose. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's one thing. I think it was, who was it now? Cheryl and I were going back and forth about that. She was asking about, we were talking about that, or, messaging back and forth in, I think, one of my YouTube videos about, she was saying she wanted to get some apistos. And I said, well, I just watched an Adrian's Fish Room, and he was talking about a ditherfish that he uses with apistos that encourages them to spawn. And it turns out it's pencil fish. So we've had this talk recently. So yeah,
that's right.
I shared that recently. I was just looking for escargot shells on eBay, and all I see are these fancy snail shells of all kinds, but not the ones in the jar.
I'm going to see what brand this is. This is.
I found that exact brand on Amazon.
Yeah. This is the brand. I got these from Amazon. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And they're $24 on Amazon.
Wow, these are 16 when I got them 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. Wow,
yeah.
$9. $9.
Stuff's gone up.
Yeah, but you get 48 of them.
Yeah.
And, I have a 10-gallon upstairs with a colony. I have like 3 or 4 shells in there.
Right.
That's plenty for them. They do really good. Tiny little hate machine. Sounds like toddlers for an aquarium. They're so cute, Sarah. You'd love them. I mean, they're aggressive little buggers, but they don't hurt each other really. I mean, they have squabbles. Like you have a neighbor next door that you don't like, which I do. And, but you don't fight. You have your territory set up, and that's it.
These are your little shellies. They're not really aggressive, are they?
Mine aren't.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a lot of personality, and I would say they have some aggression, but they're so tiny, they don't really do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, they're fun. I got a bunch too, Ron, so this.
Yeah. I want to get a tank for those. I've never had them either. So that's weird. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're colony breeders too. They don't eat the fry. They protect. Right. Everybody raises everybody else's fry. It's like, it's the way it is.
Now, is that
for them?
Is that a hard water? That's a hard water fish, yeah.
Yeah, it is high pH. I would recommend getting like the aragonite sand. Yeah. And if you already have hard tap, you're good. Mine, I have fairly hard water out of the tap with very little KH, but the aragonite seems to make it just right.
Right. I think both GH and KH are high here.
Okay.
And I couldn't tell you what offhand.
You can try it without the aragonite then if you got a high GH and a high KH. And a
pH. Again about the aragonite then? Don't need it or?
I always recommend aragonite for that type of fish.
Err on the side of caution.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, very
It'll
cool.
definitely keep it more balanced. It'll keep it more balanced no matter what, because it keeps the values at a level that it's hard to deviate.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Ocelotus massacres. Little
Oh,
fish parts
know that. Now the ocelotus are not community breeders.
No.
Those are the tough ones. I mean, if you want to get fry from them, you gotta actually work for it.
Right.
But with the multis, that's why I love them so much. You just they're like pygmy cories. I guess you set them and forget them, and they just keep going and going.
Yeah.
You don't forget them, of course. That's just figure of speech.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah. I am bookmarking this link that Stephen gave us for that cleaning claw.
Oh yeah, and Stephen P says aragonite will stop dissolving as pH rises anyways. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Mine out of the tap is about 7.5.
Yeah, aragonite would be good for you then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keisha from Creative Pets. Yep, she had those little gold ocelotus, and I think it was her husband or boyfriend was doing the razor blade cleaning and those little guys kept biting him. He kept saying, "Ow, ow." They were like little bulldogs. I tell you, they're ferocious.
I don't like getting bitten.
I don't either.
Even by my fish,
the multis. When you put your hand in the tank, they'll go hide in their shells. Yeah, they won't bite you.
Yeah. I've got Kevlar sleeves. So if I got fish like that, I've got Kevlar gloves and Kevlar sleeves.
Oh, nice.
I will wear those.
Oh, yeah, there you go. I wish I'd had them with my red devil when he tore my hand apart.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had a neighbor that worked for, what do they call A&E? They're appliance and electronics. They go door to door to repair, they do, home repairs of appliances and electronics. And he gave me a set of those. And my arms get torn up really easy, out in the garden. So the sleeves go to about here on my hand, and the thumb sticks out, right? And then the Kevlar gloves go over, and the sleeves go up to about, past my elbow. So, and they're comfortable, So.
Oh yeah, that would be good for an aggressive tank. I mean, you could have an aggressive fish, not have to worry about it.
Yeah, right.
Tanks for sure. I got mine in right now. I have 2 10-gallons up there, and I got 2 colonies.
Yeah.
But I got a 40-gallon breeder down here that I want to bring them all down to it. But you can have them in a 10-gallon. It's no problem. 20-gallon long is pretty much an ideal setup. I mean, 10 gallons is not bad. I mean, I've got like 30 or 40 in each of them. They're so small. It doesn't look crowded, and they get along great.
Right.
But if I was to tell somebody, if I was to give my advice, if you're starting a Shelly tank and you're starting out, get yourself a 20-gallon long, and you'll be set.
Yeah. I was thinking I'd like a low boy for him.
Oh yeah.
If I could, find one. I know Chewy's got low boys. That's the only place I've ever really seen them. They're not cheap. And then I'm thinking, God, I'll bet I could build one. Oh yeah. I'll bet I could build. Go to a glass shop, have them cut and polish the edges, and I'll bet I could build one. I'm going to put this up real quick.
Okay. Take care, Joe. Have a good day now.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks for being here. And thanks for all the patience on the Facebook thing. So these are those Kevlar sleeves.
Oh, wow.
And they've got gloves too. So I think they come in a bundle of 6. Yeah, a bundle of 6. Or I guess it's a bundle of 3, 6 sleeves. So
don't skin divers use that type of stuff when they're like for sharks and the fish that will?
I do not know.
They have like a wetsuit that has that protective.
Oh, probably more like chainmail.
Might be, yeah. It might be like chain. It'd have to, yeah.
Clear. Low boy's a dream. Yeah, for sure, isn't it? And I don't think it would be that hard to build. I was watching.
ZoomEd sells them.
Who?
ZoomEd. They're like $150, $160 for a 50-gallon low boy. I think that's the last price I've seen anyway.
Let's see. I typed in ZoomEd. The first thing that comes up is a 50-gallon low boy.
Yep.
Give me a second.
See what the price is on them.
That is it. Oh my God.
Nice. It's a fry tank. Perfect. What's the price on it?
You know, I don't see a price. What am I missing?
No. Is there an add to cart that we can?
Yeah, I got to get out of this somehow. Let me close that. Right. Okay. So product options,
Product information.
related products, products. Aquarium accessories, aquarium products.
Like $164.99 or something last time I seen it, and
that's not terrible.
It's been a while.
Yeah, let me back out.
I bet it's still under 200 anyway. Should be.
Right.
But that is a cool tank. And I love it because it's such easy maintenance with it's not deep.
Right.
Get in there and do stuff.
Let me go back and try this. I'm going to open another tab. Low void aquarium. Pets Warehouse, $160. It's it's a Zoom Ed tank.
But it's the same one, yeah, that low boy, yep.
Yeah.
Let's see here. 50-gallon. Oh, that's water heaters.
There we
I typed in 50-gallon low boy, and they put up water heaters for mine. Huh. 50-gallon water heater. Huh?
Say that again, please.
I clicked. I was looking up 50-gallon low boy, and it took me to hot water.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. The apartment water heat, the short water heaters, under counter or whatever. Yeah. Oh wow! Flat rate shipping, $300.
How much?
Flat rate shipping, $300. Right here.
There's a place called, where is it? Sephora. That they make them too, and they have those in my state over in Grand Rapids, which is about 2 hours from here.
Okay.
The way I drive anyway, probably taking everybody else about an hour and a half, but or less. I'm not a fast driver, but if they have them there, I might be able to pick one up. You never know.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, they're the only ones. Zoom Ed is, well, that's what I keep coming up with. But I'm not going to pay $300 to ship a $150 aquarium.
Yeah, that's not good. Besides that, you're always taking a gamble anyway, getting there in one piece glass like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had glass lids shipped, and they had them all packed up, and I open them up, and they're just shattered.
Right. They make good on it?
Yeah, they did.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah, here on
Amazon. You can't see Amazon too.
Say it again.
I got those through Amazon, and they made good on it.
Yeah. Oh, I should look there. That's where I bought my cube. This tank on the side here. $139.98, but by the time it's shipped, it's $440.
Wow. You can get a cube like that at Petco for a lot cheaper.
Yeah. Let's try Amazon.
In fact, I think today's the last day of the sale too.
Oh.
Well, for now anyway, but they'll have it back on by probably March.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Amazon's not cheap. Well, here's one. Oh, it's only 8 gallons, 7.9 gallon. Let me get rid of this and go to. I would love to have a low boy. I like this one. It's got a, it's kind of, is it raised sort of? I got my cube from Amazon. It was God, I think it was about $70. It's a 7.5 gallon. It's a 12-inch cube. This one here, that's only 8 gallons. This one here, that's not really big enough. Scroll down, see what else we got. Yeah, low boys are expensive, and I it's like, don't get it.
Let me see what we got here. I'm looking up frag tanks, and that's pretty much what a low boy is. And they have different sizes. They have different sizes. Maybe you could find a frag tank company that they specialize in that.
Right. Well, I'm guessing you're going to pay a hell of a lot more there.
Maybe. I know that Mike from MNC Aquatics, he has I think he said he had a 28-gallon low boy.
Oh.
So it's, it's got a nice wide, and I'm not sure how deep it was, but there's all different types you can get.
Right. I'm on Chewy right now.
Saltwater stuff's always more expensive.
Yeah. 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 There's that guy on he's on the tube. Sherpa Designs.
Yeah.
And he did that, IKEA build an aquarium thing. And I think I saw something about Sarah the Great doing something to do with that. Yeah, really. And I know Nick, keep it simple. He's got a couple low boys up high because, that was the last of the space. And he still had enough room to work in it with the ceiling, in the way. Take the shells home. Yeah, I won't eat them. Just dump the snails. Take the shells. Tanner Serpa, yeah. So he did that build. He, apparently, you get all the IKEA glass shelves. There's 2 sets that I think he needed, and they fit perfectly to make a tank.
Oh.
But I'm just thinking, it's just a matter of having glass cut to the dimensions I need. Cut and ground.
I mean, if you're able to make a frame for it, you can do like a frame that would help secure it. And then you get it all siliconed up.
Yep.
It'd be quite a project. Wow.
Well, and I've watched that other guy, and I've mentioned him before. He's in Turkey.
Yeah.
Saw him on the tube building custom tanks, and they're big custom tanks. And I think what brought it up also was that silicone he uses that's specific for aquariums. Yeah, I find it hard too. Also, Cecil wearing gloves, But yeah, so they're okay. Mandy just put the link up for Serpa Design for the DIY IKEA tank.
Yeah.
But to build I think that'd be cool for Shelley's, wouldn't it? This tank here again. Let me.
My doctor told me to eat snails to lower my cholesterol. He said I can't have any fast food.
Is that Gil? Yeah.
That's Gil. Yep.
Yeah.
Is that 10 inches high, or is that, how tall is that?
Yep.
10 inches. Okay.
48 long, 24 deep.
Wow.
And 10 inches high.
Wow. Yeah, bookshelf would work for Shelley's, sure. Yeah.
That's what they're called.
Yep, we just looked at those, Curtis. Hey, Curtis, how you doing? Zoom Ed. Yep, the Zoom Ed tanks. Oh, we'll be on sale at Aquashella. Ooh, in LA. You see that, Ron?
I do now.
Look at that.
So, hey, Juanita.
Juanita's here. Good to see
How are you? Yeah.
Good to see you.
I missed when you came in there. So yeah.
They're always a vendor. Okay, that's good to know.
And I have a pickup truck.
Oh, there you go.
So I could fit a couple back there pretty easily, probably. Bring some, some moving blankets.
Yep.
Wrap them up.
Some foam rubber or something on there. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, just moving blankets. They'll be all right. Wrap them with.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Bookshelf. I think that's what I was seeing. How on I think it's Instagram. Was it Instagram or Facebook? Chewy ads, and they were. I'd see ads for bookshelf tanks on Chewy. And so it had to be on my phone because every time I went to click on it, you had to log in, and I didn't want to do that. So, but yeah, so that would be cool. Yeah,
Definitely. Wow,
and
that's
there,
good.
I guess, also
How far is LA
low
from you, Ron? How long of a drive is that
to
to LA?
well, to downtown LA. It's 2.5 hours, something like
I'm not
that.
sure where the Aquashell is going to be at,
No,
but
it's LA County. It's at the LA County Fairgrounds in
oh,
Pomona, California. So it's only about an hour away.
oh, nice.
Yeah, and last year they did that pet expo, and I know, Jorge asked if I was going to go to it, and at first I was going to, and then I just didn't. I regret it now. And I know he met Gabriel there. Was it GNC?
Mm-hmm.
So, because I think Gabriel lives up in the the San Joaquin Valley, somewhere around Bakersfield, Modesto, somewhere up in that part of the world. But it looked like, Jorge did, a bunch of video of it, while he was, walking through the place. Looked pretty cool. A lot of stuff, just a lot of stuff. Not a lot of fish. It looked like the exhibit hall that the fish were in was only about half full. And what Jorge was saying, as I recall, was that was the first year with the fish. So maybe they just haven't gotten a lot of vendors in yet. So maybe, or display people, whatever. So maybe this year it will be more full at the pet expo with the fish. I'm not into the reptiles. I mean, they're kind of cool to walk around and look at, but that's not and they do birds. And then they had all kinds of other stuff, plants and stuff. Love plants, LA Pet Fair and Expo in June. Yep. And Aquashella is it July or August?
Oh, wow. Is it going to be in LA also?
Same place.
Same place? Oh, wow.
Same place.
Dang.
Yeah.
Michigan doesn't get anything. We don't get nothing but snow.
Well, yeah, you get that.
Get nothing here. Absolutely.
You get like water out of the sky. I don't get much of that around here.
Oh.
So, yeah. No, I get it though. There's and here where I live in Coachella Valley, there's 2 freshwater fish shops. I think I was saying that earlier. I went to one once when we first moved in out here, and I hadn't gotten a tank yet. And I went to the other one, I think might have been the same day. I don't know, just to check them out. And then the second one, Coachella Valley Aquatics, is the one I keep going to. I need to go back and forth to both. And then there's a third fish shop, just saltwater and koi, which is a weird combination. But that's all they do is saltwater and koi. I'm going to take this down now.
Do you go to that one, Zenny? Do you go to the Dallas one?
She's close to that.
The closest one that's ever been to me is Chicago, and that was like, at that point in time, it's too far. I'm going to try to make it to the Clash, though, this year.
Yeah.
Because
I know you and David talking about that.
It's going to be a special one, though, too. Because that's when Foxy and Brian get married, and lots of stuff going on.
I don't know if I could pull that off. That'd be fun to.
Oh, that would be awesome.
To go meet all these people face to face, all of you folks.
I'll walk there if I have to, or I'll have Skull come pick me up.
It's the other end of the country for me.
Come pick me up, Skull, and take me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get there.
Yeah, that.
All the way from Kansas to Michigan, pick me up, take me all the way down to Pennsylvania. Yeah,
there you go. Yeah,
not a problem.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it'd be fun. It is the opposite end of the country for me.
I figured out why I have no black molly, Fred, because my mollies are all male. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, wow.
That'll do it. I got females.
That'll put kind of a damper on things, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This it's probably pretty true, Stephen. Yeah. Yes. Are you planning on going to that, Stephen? To the Clash? I know it's kind of a jaunt from what, Baton Rouge all the way up to where in Pennsylvania? Philadelphia, Pittsburgh?
It's near Pittsburgh, I think.
All
Lancaster,
right.
Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I'm not sure exactly.
All right. Yeah. I saw a video a couple times of the, one in Florida, big line out the door. It's like, oh my God. So I guess there's a lot of people that go to these things. That was Aquashella. That was an Aqua. So yeah,
Morgantown. Thanks, Lenny. Right. Yep, Morgantown, Pennsylvania.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. That's just a jaunt. That's the other end of the country. And
it's for me, for my traveling capability, that's a long ways for me to go.
Yeah.
I tell you something, if I'm going to go to anyone, it's going to be this year because, like I say, it's going to be a special one.
I
don't think we're ever going to have another one like it.
No, probably not. And I've got a good camera, and I could bring that because I know they were looking for photographers.
Oh, yeah. That'd be cool.
I have to dust it off, but still,
They might even pay your way, to get there.
Nah. Yeah.
That would be good. I mean, if they want to pay you a few bucks to be photographer, I mean, why not?
Oh, so you guys looks like you are going, huh?
Oh. Our 4th year to go. Oh, nice.
Yeah. I don't suppose you guys are coming west for that Aquashella too, are you?
I bet if they went anywhere, it'd probably be the Dallas one, right? Because it's so close to.
Yeah. That's.
I mean,
that's drivable. Oh, is that where it is, Dallas? Why was I thinking it was either?
The one in Texas is Dallas Aquashella.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
At least it has been for the last couple of years, anyway.
Yeah. There's that Keelyfish and something else in San Antonio in June. I seem to remember Curtis talking about another.
You notice he didn't do any response when I said he can come pick me up and take me to Aquashella. There was no response. Yeah, that's a definite no, I think. So yeah, okay.
Just that's crickets.
Cool. Yep, crickets.
Yeah. What's that? That should be fun to watch.
Oh, the cares. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Because of my family vacation, but we have
Texas Cares Convention. I thought it was something to do. The one I'm thinking of was something to do with Keelyfish, and is this the same one? Is it? God, what is it?
Oh, I'm starting to get back into. I really want to get back into the Keelyfish. Wow.
Yeah. And there's another one coming up in April in outside of Phoenix, Arizona.
A 24-hour drive. Oh, okay. That is a long drive. Especially even longer if you come up to Michigan and pick me up.
Yeah.
I'll be flying probably. Or taking a train, one of the two.
Yeah.
I heard the train trip is only $156 each way.
No, that's not bad.
That's not bad. It takes 18 hours.
Yeah.
But
there's stops and stuff. And I haven't been on a train ride. I would want to get a sleeper and not a not general admission.
It's not that much more to actually get your own private compartment either. It's only like
that's what I'm talking about.
6 to about 200.
Yeah.
Which is still not, 400 round trip.
Well, if you could get it going, start selling fish, you could pay for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because it's not till September, so I should be able to save up.
Yeah. Well, here's the one that I was talking about. Curtis just put the link in.
San Antonio.
Yeah, Lone Star Cares Convention. Yeah, that's it. Let me put that in there. Thank you for sharing the link. In beautiful San Antonio. So then while you're there, you can go visit the Alamo.
Ooh.
And
hey, there's on the far right, that's Mark.
I don't know Mark.
Kyle. He's going to, in fact, I was just talking to him today. He's going to be on the live stream here. We're going to do a Keelyfish special coming up.
All right. Oh, very cool.
And right now, him and his family all have the flu, so it's going to be probably a week.
Yeah.
But we keep in contact, me and Mark. Gilead Farms there, yep. Gilead.
I'm looking for a name here.
Which name are you looking for?
This guy.
Is that who is that? Is that Eric Brett? No, that's not. I don't know who that is. Who is that?
That's not Bodrock, is it?
No, I don't know.
No.
I have no idea. It looks familiar though. I've seen that face before.
Charles.
I can tell Mark right away over there on the right. Of course, that's an old picture of him right there.
Yeah. Ad Koenigs. Devin Espinoza. Juan Miguel Artigas Azas. Jose Gonzalez. Roger Broso. Marquita Savage.
So the other one doesn't have a name, huh?
Chris Horst. What, the name of the convention?
Right up there that you flipped over right there, that second one from the left.
Oh yeah, no name.
No name.
Not well. Let me click on this and open
Oh,
it.
that's Gerald Griffin. Skull says, "Thanks, Curtis."
Yeah, here it is. Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I just right clicked and here. Let me get out.
Oh, he's head of the Betta Association. Ooh, cool. That's right in my alley.
Yeah.
I like the Bettas,
Cool.
especially the wild type.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and then you could do Riverwalk. I liked Riverwalk. We enjoyed the hell out of that. It was Christmas time too. So, Lone Star tickets $70. They've had a price reduction. All the information you need. So the link is in the chat. If anybody's interested in that.
And that's in June 12th through the 15th. Okay.
Yeah, there you go, right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty positive I'm not going to make it to that one. I got to save for the class.
That sounds like Kathy and I were talking about it, and I don't know. She'd probably go find something to do while you know. But it sounds like, yeah, everything's. Oh, there's a couple daytime things. Oh, Goliad Farms. Oh, I'm going to back up here for a minute.
Yep. He was that guy on the left-hand side with the beard.
Yep. This guy here.
Yep.
Look, it's shuffled.
Yep.
Jeez. Yeah, I watch his videos occasionally. They're interesting what he does. Cichlids, as I recall.
He does that. He also does some live bears too. He got some big swordtail. He had some big swordtails, huge ones.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool. Yeah. But I don't know. It seemed like most of the stuff was later at night and later in the day, but I guess it's not. There's a lot going on. I don't know. We might take another look, and then from there go up to the Dallas area to go visit the grandkids. So I don't know. We'll see. We had talked about it, so I'm going to kill that.
Does Vibe go to that one, Curtis? I know he lives. I'm not sure where he's at in Texas, but
who's that?
Vibes Aquatics.
Oh,
I know he'd like to go to Aquashella. He goes to Aquashella, but I'm not sure if he goes to that one too.
Right. Yeah, I've seen Vibes videos. I know who he is, kind of.
Eddie, yep.
Eddie, yeah, okay. I feel like he's been here once before, or a couple times maybe.
Yep, he's
dropped in on us. Yeah.
And Curtis is his co-host.
Oh, very cool. Okay, cool.
Are you in Texas, CC? Is that where you're from? I'm literally getting tickets to the Cares thing tomorrow. Oh wow.
She's in Houston.
Vibes, New Local Austin, Mexicali, Fathom.
Whoops, there we go.
Myself. You're all going? Oh, they're all going to that. Look at that.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I got to look at the schedule and see what.
I've only been to Texas once, and it was in Austin, Texas.
Yeah. I've never been there. We went right around it.
I tell you what, it was nice. It was in February. It was February, and it was 70 degrees where we were at.
Yeah.
Man, I'm tired of this.
We came out of Louisiana one time in Beaumont, across Beaumont, Texas, and then headed west a little bit, hung a right and went up through, I think, College Station and on the way to Waco and skipped Austin. So, and all 2-lane roads, and it was really pretty. You know,
if I ever move from this place, it's going to be south, someplace where snow's not quite as
prevalent
and cold. Yeah, I just like it a little less each year. You know, every
yeah,
just that much more.
Yeah,
I hate it that much more.
I had a cousin. I don't know if I still do or not. I don't know if he's still alive or whatever. I don't know. Long story. He lived in a place called Swansea, Massachusetts, which was just at the base of Cape Cod, the Hook, right? Mm-hmm. And he worked for, oh shit, I was gonna say, is it? Where's Rutgers? Rutgers is in New Jersey, isn't it? So it's not Rutgers. I don't. He worked for one of the schools there. He was, I don't know, an IT or whatever. And he's got a few years on me. And he was a heavy smoker. And he told me that I think it was his boss had a heart attack and died shoveling snow. So I thought, maybe better like watch that yourself there, cousin. So I don't know what the deal is, because they used to get a fair amount of snow too. So when I lived in Lake Tahoe, we got a lot of snow, but I was a kid, so kind of handle it. Good luck with your tickets there, Cece.
Yeah, have fun with it.
Buy them online, huh? Not a big deal. Right there at the website. If
I was in Texas, that'd be the one I want to go to, the Cures, because that's where they have the wild type bettas that I like, and also the library.
Yeah. I'm
not a big into as Curtis is, but I tell you what, I can see myself if I doing it more.
Right. So Curtis, are you driving to that one then? And you bring fish back with you? Bring stuff back? Keeps Koi Haven. Hey, welcome in. Yeah.
There she is. Hello, good to see you.
That's Maureen, right?
That's Maureen. She's wonderful.
Hi, Maureen.
She is wonderful.
Yeah, never apologize for being late. You got here exactly when you're supposed to.
Yes.
So yeah.
That's right.
Oh yeah, jigsaw puzzle. There's one on the table right now. And Kathy started it, and I've been playing around with it a little bit. And I could finish it while she's gone, but that wouldn't be right. So I wouldn't.
Let her. It's kind of like with TV, like a program. If Kathy wants to watch a TV, my Kathy.
Yeah.
And we're both, I'd be like, I want to finish watching this. I'll wait. We'll watch it together. So.
Yeah. Well, I'll be watching something. She'll come in and I'll back it all the way up and start it over for her. So I don't mind. I do a lot of jigsaw puzzles. There was a brand that our neighbor down the street, they've got 24 of these things, and they're all but 1 or 2 or 1,000-piece puzzles. And they're all, the one Kathy's working on right now, all these really weird shaped pieces. The one that, they down the street, they're all the typical puzzle pieces, but they're all these, kind of cartoon, guy named Jan van Hasteren. I think he's either Danish or he's Scandinavian. And his puzzles are a hoot. They're fun. Sometimes they're a little bawdy, whatever, but they are fun. They're just like a big giant cartoon and or comic, and I really enjoy those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. British pub signs. That sounds like what are they called? Oh gosh. I can't think of the name of the Kathy's. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same brand that Kathy's working on, because the neighbor's got one down the street. It's all, little vignettes of TV shows from the 70s or whatever.
I did a jigsaw puzzle. It only took me 3 weeks to complete. Impressive, as the box said, 3 to 5 years.
Yeah, that's really impressive.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
I am so glad you're here, Gil.
I know. Gil is wonderful, isn't he? What a great guy. I love that.
Absolutely, yeah.
By the White Mountain Company, puzzle company, is what.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
If that has to do with if that has to do with snow, I don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. 3 weeks, 3 to 5.
Oh, Springbok is the one Kathy's working on. That's the one with all the weird irregular pieces.
My Kathy loves puzzles. She does puzzles all the time.
Yeah.
She's not on iPad. She gets them. She does them on her iPad.
Yeah, I like them. I think they're good for the brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too. Gives you, keeps things sharpened up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, this is here just for fun. Show you what kind of insanity I like. These. Look at the.
Oh wow. That looks like torture to me. It'd take me like.
They're actually, yeah, some of them are tougher than others, but there's little Easter eggs throughout, the same characters throughout that he keeps, bringing back. I love these things. They're, $25. They're a little pricey, but what the hell? So.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't have that one, and my neighbors didn't have that one. So I just added it to the cart.
Wow, that'd take me a month of sun. Oh, no, longer than that.
Yeah, they
a
are.
long time. I probably wouldn't even be able to get that done. It'd be like Gil saying 3 weeks. It'd probably take me 30 years, and it'd probably say,
"Oh God, yeah." there was one that we had, and it's a Star Wars, and it's an X-wing fighter. Ooh. So it's a long, narrow puzzle, and it was all little tiny pictures, like a mosaic of little tiny pictures that make up this whole puzzle. So they're standard puzzles, puzzle pieces, but each puzzle piece is filled with all these little tiny pictures. It drove me nuts. Only one. Glenn.
Yep. That's Glenn. GRB's Glenn.
Mm-hmm. And it was a little bitty one, and it's the Great Wave. That Japanese painting with the big tsunami wave. Yeah. So that's the only one.
Rachel's here. Boots Cats. Hello.
Hi, Rachel. How are you? Thanks for coming in.
Fun, not punishment. Yeah, that's right. I agree with you. To me, it's more of a punishment, but my wife loves doing them.
Yeah, I find them relaxing. Yeah. I just enjoy the hell out of them. And I've got, with those Yan Van puzzles that I just showed, that cartoon one, I've got a method to those. So, they always put them in a plastic bag. So, and when I'm done with a puzzle, I put them in a big Ziploc and put that in, keep them, clean and safe. And, but I'll open the plastic bag and with all the pieces, and then I've got the bottom and the lid next to it. And I'll dump a handful out. And I'll look for all the border pieces, and I'll throw them off into the lid, and all the other pieces just kind of get pushed up to the top end of the other box. They also have, I think, 5 other kind of weird pieces. So I sort all those out. So then when I'm ready to go, I build all the, build the border, because I sorted it out already while I'm watching TV. And then I'll end up with,
Charles.
all the other pieces. I'll lay them out, and I'll just start seeing patterns or colors, and I'll just start pulling those all out all at once. And they don't take
Charles Wysocki. Is that Charles Wysocki? Is that one you do, Ron?
I've never heard the name.
Oh.
Let's see.
Charles Wysocki.
1,000-piece puzzles. Oh, cool. Yeah. I like that style of art. Yeah.
Wow.
I've got one that may be kind of vintage art. I like that. Yeah. I've got one that I just got that falls into this category.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. You like snow, Jeff?
No, I don't.
Oh, you know what? This one doesn't want to. There you go. Look at that.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah,
That
if I was down in the panhandle of Texas looking up there, oh yeah, you guys have all the snow you want. Enjoy
yeah, those look like fun. I do like that. And the prices those are good prices too.
Clean lines and just the right amount of detail.
Yeah, says. And they're very I don't know, the way the two-dimensional, you know, that I like those. I like those a lot. Thanks.
Steam Pieces have been annoyed at the influx of lazy AI-generated art being sold as puzzles.
Yeah.
My wife gets some online though on her iPad that they're really nice. I'm not sure if she pays for them.
Yeah.
She probably does.
Yeah. I had the Disney app, the Disney Jigsaw Puzzle app on my iPad, and there are a bunch of free ones, and then you can pay for them. And I just, I still got it. I just quit using it. So.
Yep.
What's this? Looks like
Into the Future. Whoops, sorry.
That's all right. That was it. Same one.
Oh, well, okay. Sorry, I was just there we go. It looks like the Pokemon games and Game Boy as a kid.
Yeah.
But up class.
What? Go on. I just petted my cat for the first time in 3 months.
Oh, pick her up and give him a kiss. Come on. There she goes. Oh, yeah. I miss my cats.
I get it. I saw that thing you put up the other day with your kitty cats. So yeah, I get it.
That was them in their heyday when they were really, in their prime.
Yeah. No, I get it. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're good creatures, I guess. I don't know what her thing is. It's like a little switch flips in her brain, and next thing I know, I'm bleeding everywhere.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I didn't get pet every 3 months, I'd probably do
well, that, I'd pick her up all the time and pet her, and just all of a sudden she just like goes nuts. It's like her eyes just sort of roll back in her head, and her ears go back, and her teeth and her claws come out, and they're wrapped around my arm or my leg with
Do you give the cat what's it called now? The
raw meat? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Catnip will do it too.
No drugs.
Oh, okay.
No, she's clean and sober too.
Good. I used to give it to my boys when they were getting older. It used to stimulate their appetite a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they get the munchies.
Oh yeah.
I know all about that from years ago.
And sometimes the munchies would be like my arm.
Yeah.
They had a lot of fun though.
We don't do that, so no catnip. Yeah.
All my scratches and everything is wound up, all healed up now since they've been gone. So
yeah.
I was kind of hoping they'd stick around for a while, but
I've got the scars is what I've got. So the cuts, that part's all healed up. All the scabs are gone, but yeah, it's just I got some nice scars. So Kevin is a big bird from Up, the cart, that Disney or Pixar movie. It's a great name for a cat, Kevin.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Feeling better. Yeah. Hope that helps him.
Wow. Yeah. I was thinking about going out and seeing if one of the Roadrunners wants to come home with us. We've got Roadrunners around here.
Yeah, those are cool.
Anybody. Yeah, they are cool. They're all named Bob. We just call them all Bob. Bob Rhubarb. It's an acronym, B-O-B, Bob or Barbara.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yeah, let's see what, okay, in fact, I saw a video the other day. This woman's got, I guess she took in a baby Roadrunner, and now this thing won't leave her alone. and it brings her bugs, it brings her stuff all the time, and it goes about its business too, but it always comes back and brings her stuff. And it's just the cutest little bird. They get pretty good size.
That's that bird's really showing some love by doing that.
Oh, no kidding. Absolutely. Yeah.
That's a lot of love.
On her head, on her shoulder. It's really, if I find the video, I'll shoot it to you. I could probably find it just because,
We had a set of cats before this last set, and the same thing happened, but where we were at, they had a cat door. They can go in and out.
Yeah.
And I had we had one female cat and two males, and the one male, his name was Bob just out of coincidence.
Yeah.
Come in, he'd bring in little mice from outside, little pinkies.
Right.
And Ashley would be at the top of the stairs. She was the female. He'd bring them in here, and he would just yowl. And he'd go out. She'd come down, pick it up, walk back up the stairs. He'd come back a few minutes later with another one. Same. And she had like 9 of them up there. And she was just guarding them. He was bringing her gifts, and she was like, whoa,
Yeah.
It was really fascinating to see the interaction between them.
Yeah.
But yeah, same thing, he's trying to court her, and that's what he was doing.
Right.
Oh, there's a little bit of it. Okay. Lovebird parrots that kept the same through college, not sure.
Years ago, when I lived in Westminster, years ago, this little old lady used to live next door to me, and oh God, she made the best banana nut bread.
Oh, I love that.
Oh man, it was good. And she damn near got killed by a crow. It dropped somebody's bunch of car keys, and it just missed her.
Oh,
it
wow.
Hit her on the head, it would have crushed her skull.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's something else right there.
Crows are smart, and they're thieves. So they will borrow, abscond with, steal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree with Juanita there. Birds can be awesome or a pain. Yep.
Yes, agreed.
The only birds I ever had, I had some parakeets. And they were nice for the time, when you're little. A vulture dropped a steak of rotting meat on my neighbor's windshield. Oh, wow. Ugh.
Yeah, great. I'll bet that, get the garden hose off and just blast it off.
Yeah, the ACM, the Acme rocket.
Yep.
And was it being chased by a coyote is what I want to know.
No. The coyotes can try, but they will fail.
Yep, every time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's a fun little video. Just save it for later.
Yeah.
It's what's the channel? It's called The Dodo, DODO. They do. I think mostly what they do are little animal things, stuff like that. So it's kind of fun. They're pretty birds. They get, I don't know, from nose to the end of the bill to the tail, probably 2 feet long. It's a good sized bird. I imagine if it wanted to, it could mess you up.
Oh yeah.
But still,
I'm sure. Is it in Australia where the emus are, or is it South America? I can't remember.
I don't know. I think that's Australia.
They're deadly birds. Oh.
And ostriches are African.
Yeah, ostriches are African, but emus, I think they're in. I thought they were in Australia, but they got that big sharp claw on their toe. They rip you right open.
Oh yeah. Well, they're dinosaurs. Hi, June.
Basically, yeah, they are.
Welcome.
It's like a velociraptor,
Yeah. Hope you feel better. Yeah.
Oh no! Sorry, you're in pain.
Yeah.
It's a pain. It's so scary.
That Adrian's Fisher video we were talking about earlier with the permanent drain that he sets up for the tanks. Little sidebar. He was out showing off his aviary. He's got some really pretty native Australian finches. Did they win the war in Australia?
Oh, won the war in Australia.
Yeah. Are they big enough to ride? I guess you can actually ride on an ostrich, but I don't know.
I bet a little kid could probably ride on one of them. I don't know about a full-grown person, but
no,
I wouldn't want to try.
No, would not want to do that.
Yeah, I hope you feel better, June.
Wow. We've gotten totally off the fish track. We did tanks for a while.
Well, at least we haven't been delving into the food too much. All we talked about was banana nut bread.
You mentioned it. That's it right there. It's done. You
Yep.
said the word, that 4-letter word.
Yep.
Oh, did you just watch it, Christine?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Well, we have been at this about 2 hours and a quarter.
Okay.
And if it's good with the rest of you, I think maybe it's.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I got enough time at the end of the month for to keep going.
Well, you know what? When you run out of your StreamYard time, we'll get you set up on Restream.
That'd be great.
You know, and then it renews the 4th of every month. So,
right. Okay. Yeah, because that's probably the day you first started. Yep.
So the 4th of every month, mine renews. So, but you get Restream, and it's pretty similar, and it's easy. You know, free.
Right.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
So yeah,
just made Glenn a moderator because I missed him somehow.
Oh.
And I'm seeing that Roadrunner going thousands of miles an hour. Roadrunner, yeah. Roadrunner. Coyotes after you.
Emus are from here, and the cassowaries are from northern Australia and do kill people. I bet the emus do too, don't they?
Wow.
Emus and the cassowaries? Wow, look at that.
Wow. Now, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere up in your neck of the woods, don't storks nest up in the treetops during like summer months or something? Or is it Minnesota or Michigan? You're in Michigan, Wisconsin, maybe?
I've never seen any storks here in Michigan, but they might make it to the Great Lakes. I don't know.
I thought they did. And that unsuspecting people walking through
it's nice to have you back, Juanita. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here, Juanita.
Yes.
Yeah. That when unsuspecting people walk through the woods during their nesting season, they can kill them.
Oh yeah,
but come down and crack their skulls open with those big beaks they got, or bill, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah,
I tell you what, pound for pound though, those red-winged blackbirds, those are some mean little buggers. I tell you what.
Are they?
We went to Shed's Aquarium. Me and Kathy went on vacation back in '94, and where you walk up to the aquarium, they have these big hedgerows that lead the pathway to walk into it.
Okay.
Their breeding season during the summer, and we walked through there, and she got dive bombed. She had one that got wrapped up in her hair, and they are mean birds. They pecking at you.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, if I ever go there again that time of year, I'll take an umbrella or something because, man, they're something else.
No kidding. And Shed's is Chicago?
Yep, Shed's Aquarium. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a cool place. I love it.
I'm going with storks actually get their babies from Acme.
Acme.
Yeah, the same place the coyote gets all his explosive devices and everything else. So yeah.
So who brings storks babies?
Acme.
That's right.
Yeah, UPS might deliver, maybe FedEx.
Back in the old days, they probably came in they had the little grass huts, and they probably snatched the babies up and dropped them off. Who knows?
Yeah.
They have a super distinctive call too. Yeah, they do. They sound like a Star Trek phaser.
Yeah. Wow. We don't have those here.
Oh wow.
No, we've I don't know that we've got any blackbirds here.
Back in '94, the year I was born. Yeah. Yep. Back in the good old days.
Yeah.
That was the year after I got married. I got married in 90. Well, no, I got married in 93. Yeah, 93.
Jeez. Thanks, Gil.
What did he say? When my kids were babies, I come from the stork. He played, I know that. Oh. Okay. I just seen that.
Boy, you're just a child, Cece.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be here because there's all these adult jokes going around.
Hey, we're only as young as we feel, right? We're as old as we feel.
Yeah. Well,
like you said, we're still both 13-year-olds, just in the. Yep.
Yeah.
That's all right. We're all young at heart anyway. So.
Yep.
Age is just a number.
Yeah.
It is what you let it be. I'll tell you that. Don't let all these young people say, "Oh, you're old." You're old. Yeah, they'll turn you old if you let them.
It's a mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm a firm believer in that.
Like spring has sprung.
Yeah. I remember that poem. Spring has sprung, fall has fell, summer is here, and it's hotter than usual.
Yeah, time is an illusion. Yep.
Yep. We're getting profound now. Yeah.
Just thinking, I bet, just think about it. Probably another 50 to 100 years in the future, they're probably going to find a way to keep the cells from degenerating, and who knows? You never know what's going to happen if we make it there.
That's right. That's
just
right.
Technology might be there.
Yeah.
Then the planet will definitely be overpopulated, and then, they might have another planet off site too.
Well, we're working on it.
Yeah.
We're going to go fly a flag on Mars here in the next 4 years. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, cool. Well, what say?
What's that?
I said, so what say? Shall we call it a wrap?
That sounds good. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you came. Thank you.
I'm glad I got caught up in enough stuff where I'm like, you know what? I want to go down and spend some time with Ron and everybody, because absolutely. I love it.
Well, thank you, Jim Croce. I really appreciate that.
Yes. Yep. Thank you. Thank you for the stream. Thank you, Christine.
Yeah.
I probably drink it before dawn. Yeah, Dawn's, that liquid soap, that's not really very...
yeah, I would drink it before dawn, too.
I wouldn't want to drink any Dawn. Nope.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, Sleeper Barbecue. Enjoy your evening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good to see you, Marlene and Christine and everybody.
Yes, we will.
Up comes overpopulated. We will need to increase the water change. Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna work on that water change system this weekend, so I can, anyway. Thanks for the stream. So that's a water thing right there.
Yep.
There it is. Thanks, Maureen. Thank you all.
Thank you.
And we'll see y'all I guess next Tuesday.
Yep.
I know there's a Tuesday I won't be here because we'll be in Orange County. We'll be heading back. So I'm not sure if we'll be here. If we leave early enough. While I'm out there, I'm gonna hit a haircut because my barber's still 2 hours away. I haven't found one close, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yep. See you around the tubes.
Yeah. See you guys.
All right, y'all. Love y'all. Have a great evening.
Have a good night, everybody.
All right. Be safe.